Welcome to No Rush Now. I'm Dee. This is a podcast for sleep, for rest, for those moments when you need the world to slow down just a little. Each episode is a gentle story, told slowly, with nowhere urgent to go and nothing dramatic to resolve. Just quiet moments from everyday life, here in Australia, woven with memories of India. As we move through each story together, you'll experience effortless mindfulness. If you find yourself noticing your own breath, or feeling your shoulders relax, or drifting into sleep halfway through, perfect. This is just a gentle place to land at the end of your day. So, find a comfortable position. Let yourself settle, and let's wind down together. There's no rush now. Tonight, we're driving to a local bakery to find the perfect hot cross buns. We'll make the journey with a friend, smell fresh baking, choose between classic and chocolate chip. We'll sit down together, spread butter on warm buns, and savor every bite of this Easter tradition. This is a quiet story with no surprises, just the simple pleasure of good food shared and the sweetness of seasonal rituals. Let's begin. It's that time of year again. Easter is still a few weeks away, 3, maybe 4. But the hot cross buns have already appeared. They're in supermarkets everywhere, rows and rows of them, in plastic packaging, mass-produced, convenient but uninspiring. I've been eating supermarket hot cross buns for years. They're fine, adequate. But this year, I wanted something different, something special, something that felt intentional. So I asked around. Posted in a local group online. Where can I find really good hot cross buns? The responses came quickly. Several suggestions, but one kept coming up. A bakery, not far, maybe 20 minutes drive. People raved about it. The best. So fresh. Worth the trip. I mentioned it to my friend Sarah. She was immediately interested. Let's go together, she said. Make a morning of it. So here we are. Saturday morning, a week before Easter. The weather is perfect. That autumn warmth, clear sky, gentle sun. I'm in the passenger seat of Sarah's car, window down slightly, arm resting on the door. The radio is on low, just background, some weekend morning program with people calling in about gardening. We're driving through the inner west, streets I know but don't usually travel. Past terraces with small front gardens, pot plants on porches, bicycles locked to fences, past cafes, just opening, staff rolling out awnings, setting up outdoor tables, the smell of coffee drifting out. Sarah is telling me about her week, something that happened at work, and I'm half listening, half watching the streets go by. It's nice. This just being driven somewhere, not having to concentrate on directions or traffic, just being carried. The drive takes about 20 minutes. Like people said, we turn onto the main street. Slower now, looking for parking. There, a spot, right out front almost. Lucky. Sarah parallel parks, carefully, taking her time. The engine turns off, and we sit for just a moment in the sudden quiet. I can smell it already. Bread, baking. That unmistakable warm yeast smell. My stomach rumbles, responding, remembering. We get out of the car, close the doors with soft thumps, and walk toward the bakery. It's a corner shop, large windows. I can see inside even from here. Display cases, people moving. The door is propped open, welcoming. As we get closer, the smell intensifies. Not just bread, but something sweeter. Cinnamon, maybe. Sugar, butter. All those good things. I breathe it in deep, filling my lungs with it. Sarah does the same. We smile at each other. This is promising. We step inside. The bakery is bright, clean, busy, but not crowded. A few people are queuing at the counter. Others are sitting at small tables along the wall, eating, drinking coffee, reading newspapers. The air is warm from the ovens, somewhere in the back. The display cases run the length of the counter, glass-fronted, beautifully arranged. I scan them, taking it all in. Loaves of bread, sourdough with crackled crusts, whole grain studded with seeds, white loaves, golden and perfect. Pastries, croissants flaky and butter yellow, danishes with fruit glistening, pies, all the pies, golden tops, crimped edges. I can see chunks of steak through the vents in one, chicken in another. They look incredible. For a moment I'm tempted, but no, we're here for hot cross buns. And there they are. Their own section, prominent. Clearly the star right now. Hot cross buns in different varieties. Classic with the traditional spices and dried fruit. Chocolate chip, studded with dark chocolate. Apple cinnamon, blueberry. Even one with white chocolate and cranberry. Sarah leans in, examining them. So many choices, she says. The buns are beautiful, round and golden brown. The crosses on top are perfect. White icing piped in clean lines. They look soft, pillowy. Nothing like the dense supermarket ones. I can see the steam still rising slightly from some of them. Fresh, so fresh. We reach the counter. The woman behind it smiles, patient, waiting. She's wearing an apron dusted with flour, hair tied back, the look of someone who's been working since very early morning. Just the hot cross buns today? She asks. Sarah nods. I'll have a classic one, please. I pause, looking at the options again. Classic is traditional, safe, what hot cross buns should be, but the chocolate chip ones are calling to me. Dark chocolate pieces, visible through the golden dough, sweet rather than spiced, different but appealing. I'll have a chocolate chip one, I say. The woman picks them up with tongs, carefully, placing each in a paper bag. Then she pauses. Would you like them warmed? Sarah and I look at each other. Yes, we say together. She takes them to a small oven behind the counter, slides them in, sets a timer. Just 30 seconds, she says. They're already warm. This just brings them back to perfect. We pay cash, the notes slightly crumpled from my pocket. She gives us change, coins clinking. Then the timer beeps. She retrieves the buns, places them back in the bags, hands them over. The warmth comes through the paper immediately. I can feel it in my palms. Hot, almost too hot to hold comfortably. Perfect. We find a small table near the window. 2 chairs, simple wood, worn smooth from use. We sit down, placing our bags on the table. Sarah goes back to get us water. 2 glasses, condensation already forming on the outside. I open my bag. The smell hits me first. Chocolate and yeast and butter. I lift the bun out carefully. It's heavier than I expected, substantial, and so soft. When I press it gently, my finger leaves an indent that slowly springs back. Fresh bread does that. Old bread doesn't. Sarah has opened hers too. The smell from hers is different. Spices, cinnamon and nutmeg and clove, mixed with the sweetness of dried fruit. Traditional, proper. The way hot cross buns have been made for. How long? Centuries probably. We look at each other. Butter? Sarah asks. Definitely butter, I say. There are small packets of butter on the table, the kind from cafes, individual portions in gold foil. Sarah takes two, hands me one. I peel it open, the foil tearing easily, revealing the pale yellow butter inside, firm still, but starting to soften in the warm bakery air. I tear my hot cross bun open, gently, and it comes apart easily. Steam rises from the inside, wisps of heat, carrying the smell up. The interior is soft, pillowy, studded with chocolate chips that have melted slightly, melted chocolate and soft bread, a good combination. I spread the butter on one half. The butter doesn't spread so much as melt. It meets the warm bread and immediately starts liquefying, soaking in, disappearing into the soft crumb. I can see it being absorbed, the bread darkening slightly where the butter has gone. I add more, watching it melt and sink. Sarah is doing the same with hers. Her classic bun has fruit visible in the cross-section. Currants and sultanas, dark against the golden crumb. The spices have made the bread itself slightly darker, more amber than yellow. I bring my half to my mouth and bite. The first taste is chocolate, sweet and rich. Then the bread, soft and slightly sweet itself, yeasty, fresh. Then the butter, making everything richer, more indulgent. The texture is perfect, so soft it almost melts on my tongue, barely needing to be chewed. I close my eyes, just tasting it. Really tasting it. The chocolate chips are still slightly melted. Pockets of warm chocolate against the bread. The crust, what little there is tender. No toughness at all. Everything is soft, yielding, easy. I swallow and immediately want another bite. But I pause, take a sip of water instead, cold and clean, clearing my palate. Then another bite, slower this time. Noticing more. The slight chewiness of the bread, the way the butter has made it almost glossy. The sweetness, not overwhelming, just right. Sarah makes a small sound, almost a hum. This is so good, she says. I nod, mouth full, agreeing completely. She tears off another piece of her bun, examining it. You can actually taste the spices, she says. It's not just brown bread with fruit. It's complex. I look at her, half still waiting. The fruit pieces are plump, not dried out. The cross on top is starting to melt from the warmth, white icing getting soft. She takes another bite, chewing slowly, considering. Want to try? She offers, holding out the other half. Trade you? I say, offering mine. We swap. I bite into her classic bun, immediately different. The spices are there, warm and aromatic, like Christmas. Cinnamon definitely, but also something deeper. Clove maybe, and that slight bitterness of nutmeg. The fruit is sweet, chewy, providing texture. The butter has soaked in here too, making it rich. It's traditional. In the best way. The way hot cross buns are supposed to taste. The way they've been made for generations. There's something comforting about that. Something reliable. But I prefer my chocolate chip one. I'll admit it. The sweetness, the indulgence, the slight rebellion of it. Chocolate chips in Easter buns. Not traditional, but delicious. I hand the classic back to Sarah. She returns my chocolate chip half. We smile, understanding reached. Each to our own preference. Both good, different but good. I finish my bun slowly, savoring each bite. The chocolate chips, the soft crumb, the melted butter soaking through. My fingers are slightly greasy, shiny with butter, and I lick them clean, tasting the salt of my skin mixed with the sweetness of the bun. Sarah finishes hers too, breaking off small pieces, making it last. We sit in comfortable silence, chewing, sipping water, watching the bakery around us. More people have come in. The queue is longer now. Everyone wants hot cross buns apparently. It's the season. I think about Easter's past, choosing hot cross buns from different bakeries over the years. Some good, some disappointing. The hunt for the perfect one. It's become a bit of a tradition, something I look forward to each year. Here in Australia, Easter means long weekends, and chocolate eggs, and hot cross buns, appearing earlier and earlier each season. But the buns remain. The tradition continues. Adapted, maybe. Chocolate chip versions, blueberry versions, but still, fundamentally, hot cross buns. Still that soft bread, still that cross on top, still that moment of pause, of treating yourself, of marking the season. I brush the crumbs from my fingers, watching them fall onto the paper bag, small pieces of bread, a few chocolate chip fragments, evidence of something good consumed. I fold the bag carefully, creasing it, making it flat. Sarah does the same with hers. Worth the drive? She asks. Absolutely, I say. We sit a little longer, not rushing, just being. The bakery hums around us, the staff working, customers coming and going, the smell of fresh bread constant and comforting. Through the window, I can see the street, people walking dogs, a mother pushing a pram, a cyclist going past. Saturday morning in the suburbs, ordinary and lovely. My stomach feels pleasantly full, not stuffed, just satisfied. That good feeling of having eaten something genuinely delicious, something made with care, something fresh and warm and exactly right. Eventually we stand, collecting our bags, our empty water glasses. We leave them on a tray by the counter, like the sign requests. We wave to the woman who served us. She's busy with another customer but nods, acknowledging. We step back outside. The air is warmer now. The morning advancing. The sun is higher. The street is busier. But I still smell like the bakery. Butter and chocolate and warm bread. My hands especially. I bring them to my nose, breathing in, holding on to it. We walk back to the car, slower than we walked from it. No urgency now, no anticipation pulling us forward. Just a gentle contentment of a small mission accomplished. Hot cross buns found, hot cross buns eaten. Delicious. Sarah unlocks the car. We get in. She starts the engine. The radio comes back on. The same program. Someone talking about composting now. We pull out of the parking space, join the traffic, heading home. I watch the bakery disappear in the side mirror. Already planning. I'll come back, maybe next weekend. Maybe the weekend after. Maybe I'll try the apple cinnamon ones. Or stick with chocolate chip. Or both. Why choose? The drive back feels quicker somehow. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention to time. Just looking out the window. Feeling the warm sun through the glass. Tasting chocolate and butter still, faintly, in my mouth. Feeling grateful for small traditions. For seasonal treats. For fresh baked things. For friends who'll drive 20 minutes for good hot cross buns. Sarah pulls up outside my house. I unbuckle, gather my bag, open the door. Thanks for driving, I say. Thanks for the suggestion, she replies. Same time next Saturday? I laugh. Maybe. I close the door, wave, watch her drive off. Then I walk up my front path, unlock my door, step inside. Home, full, happy, thoroughly satisfied with my Saturday morning. I wash my hands at the kitchen sink, watching the butter residue swirl away with the soap. But the smell lingers, in my hair, on my clothes. The memory of fresh baking. The memory of something good. I make myself a cup of tea, settle on the couch, and I think about next Easter, and the Easter after that. And how nice it is to have found this place, this tradition, this small perfect thing. Hot cross buns, warm, buttery, exactly right. There's no rush. There's no rush at all.